So welcome everybody to the RRR247 team conference call. It's a great place to be. Tuesday night's always fantastic. You never know what kind of exciting things are going to come out on Tuesday night. They always do. This is where you get all the great information of what's happening now. What do we have going on? What can we do to make it better? What can we add to the system? And if anything new is ever going to be launched that you can add to your system to help you make more money, it's always going to happen on a Tuesday night. So I'm glad you all made it, all 283 of you. Spread the word, tell everybody, never miss a Tuesday night, especially over the next 90 days. That's the biggest hint I can give to everybody, especially over the next 90 days. So welcome to all 13 of you new people. My name is Niall Eddy. I live in Southwest Florida also. It's the Sunshine State, but it's also a beautiful place with a lot of waterways and boating communities. I love to fish. I love the water. I love the beach. I love the sunrises and the sunsets over the water. So it's almost heaven for me. I've been down here for a few years. I started in North Florida for about 20 years, and I've been down here in South Florida for about three or four more years. And I'm absolutely in heaven. I finally found the place that I want to call my headquarters, my home port for the rest of my life as I get to travel the world and have fun and meet all the great people, like all the wonderful people on this call. I've been in the industry for 32 years now, a little over 3 decades. I've known the founders of RRR247 for almost 29 years now. So it's a blessing to get to be able to introduce them and hang out with them and work side by side with them and just have a great time paying it forward and taking all this great stuff to society. I've lived a great life because of this industry. I was that dad who got to 32 years ago. I made that decision to walk away from a brand new career and do this full time. I was that dad who got to put my kids on the bus, take my kids off the bus. And I was involved in every football practice from Pee-wee all the way to the sophomore year when he decided he didn't want to play football anymore one day. But I was there through the entire thing, and I was there after that too. I was at every volleyball practice because one of my kids played volleyball. I was at the cheer camps, dropping them off and doing fundraisers for the cheer camp because I had that freedom to do so. And when a high school needed a bowling coach, guess what? I became their bowling coach because it gave me another reason to be a part of my kids' lives. And I love to bowl. So just being a part of that and teaching a kid to stop throwing gutter balls and just put one anywhere near the center where they knocked down a bunch of pins, to see that big smile on her face, it was such joy to me. And the fact that my kids were part of that, it was even more joy to me. So my driving factor to being part of this business and get to stay home was just to be able to do more of my kids. But it turned into so much more than I ever could have possibly imagined. And like I said, I've been here for 32 years. I've known the co-founders of the system. You guys joined for 29 years. When I met Rory, that's the one I met first, he was just a young kid right out of high school. Didn't have hair on his face, real sweet young kid, right? But he had that software brain. He was playing on, military style computers and learning about telecom from his grandfather, and just had a passion for it, had a love for it, but he had the brain for it as well. And he designed a great system that a lot of us entrepreneurs could use to advertise all over the country, take, incoming messages from the ads that we were running in like the top 300 newspapers in the United States. But we could also, as we built a network around the country, we could leave a message out to all of them at the same time and communicate with them, kind of like email. But we didn't have that back then in 92. I called him up one day, asked for some help. I got help from him. He taught me his system. He had a lot of passion for it. He loved teaching. And then he told me he made that mistake and said, now, if you ever need help, call my number directly. He gave me his direct phone number. And I probably called him every other day for the first 3 weeks because even back then I needed help with the technology. And he was my go-to guy. But he loved teaching his system and he loved helping people. And we built a great relationship over the phone. It seemed to be more than a business relationship. We just kind of connected. And when I found out he was going to be in Miami, which was one of my favorite places to visit back then before I moved here, I went to Miami. I looked for him. I found him. We had dinner together. We had a drink on the beach, watched the sunset, because that's what you do when you're in Miami and South Beaches and you're young enough, right? But we sat there on the beach and we talked about the future and our families. And that's when I really got to look in his eyes. When you shake somebody's hand for that first time and you look in their eyes and you see that they're looking at you when they're talking to you because they really care about what you're saying, because they have that passion to help other people. That's when I knew that there was something special about this young guy. He had an uncanny ability to kind of forecast future markets and trends and what was happening with the telecom industries and the technology that was coming. And I knew I'd be a part of his life, or he'd be a part of my life in some fashion, probably for the rest of my life. But I had no idea we would get as close as we did, or do as many things as we did, or watch him do everything that he did. And so that was a great introduction to this guy. And again, over the years, we've just become best friends, and I call him my brother now. But in 93, 94, in that area is when the internet was really hitting the scene, right? Everybody was getting computers in their home offices or their kitchen countertops. My first one, guys, was a 286 on dial-up. Think about that for a minute. And even that thing was giving me fits, right? So who was always my go-to guy for technology? It was Rory. Because when the internet came out, that's when Rory really found his niche, right? He jumped online. He knew how to talk to a computer and make it sing. But the computer talked to him, and he understood it. And he really started doing incredible things. He became one of the first online gurus, and it started off with lead generation. He could produce leads like nobody's business, right? Nobody could do exactly what he could do. We tried a lot of other lead generation companies as all of us entrepreneurs were getting online, trying to build our business. And, you know, it's a nasty, ugly industry sometime, but there's this one young guy who was doing everything right and taking care of his customers and building relationships. He became the first online guru for lead generation because of his passion to really help a lot of other people and do things the right way. So then it went from lead generation, building websites. And I remember the very first website, and when we could just add color to it, I thought that was the neatest thing in the world, right? Adding color to this one, it looked like a flyer on the internet. That's what it looked like. And it was a fantastic thing. And everything was written perfectly because this guy knows how to write too. But then it turned into a page behind a page, that second generation stuff. And it kept going to every generation and evolving to what you guys get to see today, which is hundreds of pages inside that main page, known as the performance blogging system, because we use a blogging format to create content to get the traffic that we need on our sites. The content is what gets everybody there and sees everything that we have. Hundreds of relevant products and services that we get to take out there to the marketplace and have a positive impact on people's lives while we're building incredible incomes for ourselves. That's what this thing has evolved into. And I'll tell you what, he will admit this to you. He couldn't have done it without the right partner. And I found that out early too. When I finally had a chance to fly out to Utah a few years after meeting him, and I met his other half, the other co-founder of RRR247 and PBS, Miss Tanya Rickard, I met one of the most organized people on the planet, more organized than anybody I've ever met in my life. She was a mom raising 7 children, working other businesses and companies, and helping Rory launch all of this and do everything that needed to be done here. And everything was on time. Everything was on pace. Everything was accomplished. Nothing got left behind. Nobody got left behind because his business partner was one of the most organized people on the planet. You take all that technology and all of that organizational skills and all of that seriousness and that passion to build something great and take it forward. It's no wonder they're the power couple that they are today, right? It's a wonderful thing to be a part of. So I got to meet both of them. I call her my sister and him my brother because they're incredible people, but they're still my mentors because they are incredible human beings with an unbelievable passion to help other people. They get up every day, start their day drinking coffee, watching the sun come up over the mountains and say, how can we make this better? What can we do to add to this, to make it so that more people can see the big picture and take it out there and pay it forward to the rest of the world? What can we add to this to touch more families out there, attack poverty, stomp it out, do everything that we want to do is bless as many families as we can. And that's why I call them the true and biggest servant leaders that I've ever met in my life. They're great human beings. They've developed a system like nothing else out there. 32 years in the industry. We've had a lot of great time. We've marketed a ton of different products and services, but we have never had it as good as we have it today. It's unbelievable. I wake up every morning, and sometimes I do have to pinch myself. And Steph will tell you, I actually pinch myself sometimes because I just feel so blessed to be a part of what they've built, and that I get to sit here at my desk every day and talk to more people all over the country and all over the world to see who else I get to have a positive impact on. Who else's life can I touch in a positive way because of this system that they put together, while we all build incredible incomes for ourselves? True servant leaders, my friend, my pleasure to introduce one of them right now, and that's Mr. Rory Rickard, our co-founder. Brother, the microphone is yours. People can't wait to hear from you today.
Thank you so much, Niall. We've got a lot to show. Tanya, you there?
Oops.
Yes, I'm here.
And the other co-founder is Tanya Rickard, my lovely sister.
You guys, we worked obviously together like solidly, and I wanted to have Tanya come on here and say a few words as we get things going, because you guys, she does so much behind the scenes. She's helping work with all the stuff that's there and organizing the day, but also, man, we are just so happy with the direction we're going. Anyway, babe, I can't see you for a second. She's next door to me. Where are you, babe?
Right here. I'm on. Hi, guys. I don't really know exactly, other than I just want to say welcome. You guys are looking for something to change your lives. You found it. If you're looking for a family of coworkers that you want to be a part of, you found it. If you're looking for a family to join, you found it. So I just want to welcome you guys. And the biggest obstacle, the biggest hurdle here is yourself. You just need to not give up and change your mindset, move forward. You're never going to achieve something different by doing the same thing. You want to walk the path that you're walking. You know where it goes. You know where that leads. This path, you don't know where it goes, where it leads. So let's stay on this one. Let's find a different course. Let's chart some different goals. Let's reach outside of ourselves, right? And make ourselves better. And that's what we are here. So you have people that genuinely care and love you here with Rory and I, and then with our amazing instructors as well. We want your success probably more than you do right now. So if you're new, please stay here, listen, start working, change some things up so that you guys can grow and learn and challenge yourselves and find that piece of happiness that you are entitled to, right? Find that. So anyway, we're real people, and we really do want to help you guys. So welcome to our RRR family here, guys.
So there's some things you guys don't know yet that's coming. Today there's some paths that have come our way. We've been working on for a long time. I will be sharing them as soon as we can. But I'll let you guys know we're going to go over a path of what to be doing right now to build your business today, knowing that we're always adding more. And the more support we have from these incredible instructors and our MSIs that are helping to guide everybody through the process and the systems that are proven here, the more we're able to add value and directions to what we're doing. So today we've got some awesome highlights of MSIs and students to bring out, and I want to do that. But first, we've got a new offer to show you guys, and it's been years in the making. I'm going to give some background. So Tanya and I, we had a vision of what we wanted to do with this, and the vision it was so big that we had to do it in stages, right? And we had to find things to make it good enough and get going and build and surround ourselves with the right people. And we've done that. All right. Those have been here for years, heard us talk about how we wanted to get rid of the other affiliate programs we started with. We used programs like ClickBank, Commission Junction, ShareASell. These are all companies that during the day or back in the day were great, but they slowly start paying less and less and less. And that's kind of the trend of affiliate marketing. So if you guys got your pens and paper down, I want you to write down one big word followed by two more. Change is constant. And in marketing, it's very constant, very fluid. And, it's also something that it takes advantage of the marketers in a lot of ways. And the reason why I want to bring this up there, and it's something we don't talk about a lot, but we've been marketing for a long time. We've seen how marketers are treated when you're no longer needed. You can work yourself out of a job. Okay, and I wanted to really focus on this today before we roll out this new program, because this new program represents an entirely awesome addition to our vision that we were working on for years, and it's done now. And it means more is to come. It's actually a very big pivotal moment. So we're going to look at it 10/19, October 19th, 2021. One big major goal towards our direction was added in addition to what we've already been doing, and it's just getting better and better and better. And as our partners, as our family here at RRR247, you need to know what it means, because for those of you that are brand new here, we solve problems that aren't going to affect you down the road because we saw it, we already lived through it, we perfected it so we don't have it again. So I'm going to give you some examples. We've been marketing lots of things. You guys, there's a company called JCPenney. JCPenney used to pay us to market for them, big commissions, upwards of 20% on the sales that we would bring in online to help build their existence. I spent a lot of time. They would send us Christmas gifts that were big, freaking huge baskets for the work we did. And then one day, they slashed our commissions in half, and then they terminated us. Why? They didn't need us anymore. Their metrics said that their clients were coming in, their online orderings were taking off. They didn't need us anymore. And that was a beginning of a direction to go. And so we started looking at, different relationships, and that's what led us to having our own anchored offers that we control. If you guys want to know why I'm such a control freak on what we market, it's because of this. You do a really, really good job. And just as you put all your sweat and tears into building something, and you finally start getting to where it's paying off more than the work you put in to pay off all those times and dedicated hours that you put into it, times you spent away from your family to build this, and then they take it away. Does this sound like a corporate America thing? Is there anybody can relate to this? It's kind of the way the world has gone, and it's not right. Okay, so you can either get beat by it or learn from it and go forward. So another story comes out, and when we start marketing with them, it's going to be a long-term thing. New online banking, something no one knows about. A little company started, back in like 2000 or 99, companies called PayPal. No one knows who they are. No one trusts this online banking thing. They need marketers. We get hired to market for them. And they pay us pretty darn well. We have to educate people. We got to write up how to present it. They don't give us anything to do that with. They don't even know how to present it. And we start marketing it, and they're paying us like $10 a client to get them to sign up, and they give them a $10 welcoming credit in their account. And we're marketing like crazy, and we're signing up hundreds of people on a daily basis, right? We hone in the marketing, we hone in the campaign. I'm working around the clock to make this stuff happen. And then all of a sudden, they whack it down to $5. And then from $5 to nothing. Nothing. They didn't need us anymore. They were getting market share coming from the work we did, the SEO we built, so forth. A competitor comes up and hires us immediately, did the same thing. Stop paying. You guys see the trend? Okay. There's this little company that comes out online. It has a really awesome name called Amazon. They start paying out crazy awesome commissions, and they're attracting things. At first, it's just books, and then it's office supplies, and then it's medical supplies and household items, and now it's everything under the sun. And the commissions go from 5 to 10% down to 0.5% to 2.5% to fractionals of percentages. We watched our commissions go from hundreds a day to thousands a day to $10 a week for the same effort, the same machine. You see the trend. So we know it, we see it. We expect it to go that same way with anything. They want to pay the marketers so they don't have to anymore. Without us, they could have built. They made a lot of money on us building their name and their brand. Doesn't seem very fair, right? When you look at it overall. So what do? You build your own. You build your own network to protect the marketers. You build it for the marketers, of the marketers, and go forward with that. Until then, we had to start out with some affiliate programs that all shaved their rates as well. We had to deal with them trying to, steal our tracking. We had to keep our tracking systems on HTTP normal internet. It worked fine. We're not taking credit cards, but it doesn't look as good as HTTPS with the security and the stuff that's on there. But when we run HTTPS, they strip our cells. They're able to block them because they can say, oh, it's a secure socket lock. It doesn't always work. It's total horseshit, by the way. So we decided not to put that on there because we want to keep the cells coming in, and we're going to drive that direction. And at some point, I want to get that fixed. And when we got rid of Commission Junction and CJ, we went all to internal programs that we have backup and access for the tracking that we can fix. We can actually take care of our people. We added the HTTPS, and we added it as soon as possible. There's things coming down the road. We know we need it. So that's something we just rolled out in the last couple of weeks. It's been going on for the past 90 days to update all the servers, update all of your PBS systems so that they're HTTPS. And if for some reason you're not seeing that, let your instructor know so we can clean it up. You know, we only had 23,000 sites to update. It's a small number for the tech team to go do it right. And some of you may not have seen it right. And if you notice that, just open a ticket, they'll get it fixed right away. I submit new ones every day as I go through and do some audits and get through it. And it's a really big undertaking. You guys, we control 80 different clusters of servers. We move things around the world so that we can do our jobs in the right way and that we all have the best benefit to go forward. In theory, HTTPS gives us a rank advancement, so we wanted that. But the truth of it is it's perception. When people go to your systems and they see that it's a locked, secure site, they're going to feel more cozy browsing around and clicking around. That's the number one thing. The next thing is when we connect to other places, it's just secure. And there's some pretty crazy cookie tracking and things going on that won't happen through our system anymore because we're HTTPS. So that being said, I'm going to let you guys know it was at a huge upgrade cost. Their certs costs for the HTTPS are big. We don't have a web page. We have a web system. So things are a little bit more expensive to run it in the commercial grade. I'm going to let you guys know that everybody through today, right? And it might take an extra day or so, but through today, it's, you guys have had the pricing, you're all grandfathered in. We're not going to charge anybody an extra cent to have HTTPS, but going forward, the rates are going up. We've got to accommodate it. The server costs are a lot more. We have not raised our prices in 13 years. But there's more costs now involved. We also have this awesome trend where our users are spending a lot more time on their systems, way more pages, way more traffic. So we've had to increase the load and stuff going forward. That's a great problem. I'm also going to let you guys know that we got some perks coming our way close to the first part of the year. These perks are going to be represented to those that are doing the work, those that are actively blogging. Marketing gets, we don't get a lot of love until we get a lot of love. Right? They love us when we're kicking butt. They don't like us when they don't see the results yet. And the consumers are, instant gratification. Well, our clients tend to be that same way. They don't know how we do our magic, but when we blow inventories out in one day, they're very happy with us. But when it takes a while to build up the clients for that type of a product, they lose patience. And we're going to be covering some more of that. It's all about expectations and perception. But you guys, we're getting bigger. And we're doing more as we grow and get more people used to this. We've got some really awesome perks going to be coming our way, and it'll help us to be motivated to do the work and build up. And we want to change some of the lifestyles that you guys have, and I'm just going to put it that way. We have some lifestyle enhancing additions that we were able to work out to reward us for the marketing we're doing very creatively. These things are possible because of all the marketing concepts that we have and the ways that we're able to generate lead costs and revenues to build our business. So I went through this long thing, let you guys know that's where it's at. It's not going to be a drastic increase. We'll have those put out there. Instructors will know about it soon. We're going to be talking to MSIs today. But it's for all new students going forward. Everybody up to this point, grandfathered in. Now, if they cancel their hosting or they drop out of the hosting and have to re-up it, it's going to be the new pricing. So everybody just stay to the plan. We're invested in you this far. I don't like it when my rates go up, like on internet and stuff, and you can't do anything about it. Tanny and I had a long talk about it, and we just, you're our family, so we just don't want to, you know what? We made some changes to make things better. absolutely, is it worth it? But we want to do it going forward, and just, it's our dedication to you guys. So here's what I'm going to tell you. Don't quit your PBS, build it. It's not going to get cheaper in the future. It's going to cost more. So just write it and make it work. We're going to be, when you guys see the perks we get, it's going to add incredible value for us to do the work as we're building things up. Now, we've seen some things with Google AdSense. That's just going to happen up and down. I brought this up before, and I think I brought it up last week. I know I brought it up Saturday. Some of you make really good money on Google AdSense. You know, Tanya and I, our Google AdSense funds like our car insurance, car payments. We make more in Google AdSense than a lot of people make at a job, and it's gravy. This happens based on what we're doing to build and market and bring traffic in, right? So we know that that's there, and you guys are going to see some weird things. Google is making major updates and changes, which is why we wanted to force the HTTPS even earlier, but we wanted to get out of the CJ way, out of the ClickBank way, and basically out of Amazon's way. I'm going to talk about that next, which impacts our VIPs. We're still going to utilize it as we need it, but wait till I show you this next offer and what this offer actually means. And for that, I'm going to bring Stacy on. She's dying to show you guys this. She's also had time to build a page. She will be doing a training this Saturday. Tanya and I, we have our son Gavin's getting married, so we'll be doing wedding stuff. So Stacy is going to be running you guys through this and what it means, but this means a lot more than you guys need. We'll see on the surface. So let me explain that before Stacy brings it out. So Amazon has been shutting down, what they're paying affiliate commissions. That's great. I want you guys to know that we're going to be filling our categories up with direct offers that pay us way more money. 10%, and we're going to fight to keep 10%. We're not going to be getting 2%, 4%. 10% adds up. It's a fair commission in the marketing world. We're going to have, funds in there. It covers the network costs, but we're going to be making, that's our whole goal, is to get a 10% commission on the stuff we market. So, QB54, Stacey, right? We're at 10%, right?
Yes.
And if some things like 9% is because we did the best we could to get it to 10%. But 10% is our target. 10% is our goal. 10% to the affiliates. Just so you guys know, we're already paying, 4 or 5 times what you'd get in Amazon for the same stuff. And we can do that because there's no middleman. It's us paying you guys, right? It's in our own internal network, and our internal network allows us to track and know who to pay and to receive. And we have a collection, team, captures the money, you guys get paid, all electronic systems. That's why we have it. This is where it gets fun. See, there's a lot of things we can sell and cross market, but at some point, it's not worth it. For a fraction of a percent, I got to sell a gazillion dollars worth to get 10 bucks. Not okay. Not okay. We want to protect that. And we can do it at very competitive pricing because, well, we're smarter than that. And we know a lot of importer, exporter type guys that want to be part of what we're doing. We control the marketplace by the more articles we write, the more traffic we have coming in, the more eyeballs we control, the more we get marketing pull. So we're going to be bringing a lot of direct offers that we get to set up. A lot of direct offers, guys, with high commissions that we know are going to be supported in the service. And we're going to be able to do a lot of the customer support and servicing so we can actually take care of our clients. This has always been the model. And now today is a really big step. I'm actually going to have a celebratory sip. Can you? Yeah, you're still? Brown beverage. There we go. Cheers. Guys, this is what I learned. So, without further ado, Stacy, you want to share your screen and show it, or should I show the offer?
Oh, you can go ahead and you did all that work. Go ahead and show the offer. I mean,
Okay,
I would have joined you with
I
would have joined you with an adult beverage sip, but my manual wine opener, my wrist is bugging me today. So
you need some help?
I need some help.
Okay, I love that. All right, guys, so here it is. And I'm going to show you one quick thing, and then I'm going to have Stacy show you your page, and then we're going to be really quick because she's going to do a full training Saturday. So this is the offer. It's oh, you can't see it, can you?
No.
Look at me go. All right, so this is the offer. It's a cork spin. Just to let you guys know how much of this we control, that logo was done by our graphics department. All right, we had to size things up. It's going to have a trademark soon. It's there. I think it's freaking awesome. He nailed it so big. I like the S coming out of the wine bottle corkscrew. All his ingenuity. Anyway, that's us, right? It's the RRR247 family creating this. This is with Peter Bradford. We are partnered with guys that are actually importing and exporting them. Initially, they're going to be shipped air shipped from China. These are the top selling wine devices. But wait till you see the pricing, and even though we don't market that way, right? And we do have some buy 3, get 10% coupons. We're going to be doing stuff to do that. But this flocks in the customer to us, and we get paid. It's internal, meaning it's our tracking all the way through, and you guys can go through it. You'll notice that it's written by a very familiar hand. You probably be familiarized with the actual copy on the site. And I want to just bring this to note right here. Wine Ambassador community. In the future, we're probably going to have the Wine Ambassador logo on everything. We're going to be branding Wine Ambassador without saying the wine, and we're going to start having more pictures. And these wine pictures here pretty soon are going to show up as More Than Muse, the Rickard label, the Niall Eddy label, the
Tanya.
The Tanya, oh, for sure, the Tanya, all over the place, right? But you guys are going to start seeing our brands being marketed and placed in the right areas to combine things. And it's not just wine, like wine items. It's going to be in clothing. Guys, we're going to be branding all of our brands in a big way. This is something we're just going to be adding at a slow, gradual pace as we can knock them out. But we've got the technology and the people behind it. And you guys, economy of scales are changing. We can get shipping pretty dang reasonable now. Amazon's kind of paved that way. We can build things in on the pricing and get access to it at the rock bottom price to send it through. We basically can become our own Amazon, but it's all our own products and services. So you guys, we're going to be able to control a lot because we control the traffic. I don't know if you're grasping what this is, but this was a vision. And not only is it a vision being realized, but we started with our #1 anchor offer, adding things that we can add to our system. So Stacy's going to do a training on the weekend. I'm going to show you guys something just really quick, right? Obviously you know how to get your link from Cash Network Direct. It's available now, right? Stacy, it's live?
Yes, it went live at 10 minutes after the hour.
So it's live now. You guys can log into Cash Network Direct, go get your cork sprint link, and you can cross market it, right? You talk about the wine and say, hey, if you need wine aerators or wine openers or decanters, go check out this and just link right to it. Also create more pages and talk about these great things, and we recommend an incredible wine. This is a hand-in-hand kiosk to our anchor offer product. But you're going to start seeing these images change, and we're going to start submitting stuff in there, and you're going to start seeing our wine labels be placed everywhere. The More Than Muse, the Rickard, the Donna Walker, all of our labels, the Hudson, the Priscilla, the Ashley, all these things are going to be highlighted in all the programs we're marketing. When I told you guys, we're in this for the long haul. Like, we're doing this forever, and we're gonna keep ahead of the trends and everything going on. All right, Stacy, go ahead and show your page, but guys, she's gonna break this down on the training Saturday. You guys, those of you that know how to build pages, know how to cross market, go to work. Those that need help with that, that's what Saturdays are for. Saturday, that early hour, she's going to be able to show you that. All right, awesome.
Okay, so
it's amazing.
One of the things that we want to concentrate on, guys, is the holidays and events. What better way than to throw this on your holiday page as a gift basket where you take some wine and some or all or one of these tools. These are great stocking stuffers. And so I started with, why do we even want quality wine accessories? Well, some of us do have the battery operated, wine openers. They're not the best. They're actually pulling apart. And then I have my good old manual one that does not break off the cork, but right now my wrist is giving me some issues. So no, there was no wine for me tonight. I'm drinking water. But I actually asked people out on social media, what is their most important wine accessory? And I was getting a lot of things. And Rory, we need to look at the wine glass jewelry.
Oh, absolutely, already.
It's already been requested, so I'm putting it out there.
Well, I used to laugh at that but it does come in handy at parties. But Tanya, how many sets of wine jewelry do we have? Our favorite are those little guys, the little figures that hug the stem of the glass are my favorite. But we have a lot.
Yeah, they're nice though for having people over and not grabbing someone else's glass. So we have different sets. They're fabulous.
But I've gone through, and so I looked at everything that we have, and I had originally written this, and then Rory went and threw one more item into the cart. And it is my favorite, and I actually highlight it kind of right here, but I'm going to be highlighting it more before Saturday, I believe.
Oh, we love these. I need to get a couple of them, and I want to travel with them. And if you're like not going through an entire bottle every night, some of us do, some of us don't. This is a must-have.
Yes. It's literally, just as I got it there, a smart electric automatic aerator dispenser. You don't have to lift the bottle of wine anymore. I'm sorry, y'all, but with having dogs,
but it also allows you to make a bottle of wine last 2 or 3 nights.
Well, if you have to, yes.
If you're by yourself, you're only having a glass a night, you're really responsible and have solid willpower, great.
Yep. But this was my direction I took on this page. Now, the interesting thing is the only thing that I'm getting nailed with on Yoast, and I'll cover it, is that I didn't have pictures and I didn't have my links. Well, now I'm green and green because I've literally since as I was admitting everybody in, I was adding my links because I didn't activate this until, so that everybody else has it as well.
And we'll be getting pictures with our wine bottles added. That's going to be coming in next to enhance this. And, so we're going to go ahead and start marketing this, but you guys, we started with wine because that's obviously our number one anchor offer. This is a low hanging fruit, but we're going to be bringing a lot of other direct offers into Cash Network Direct, which is our network, guys. And we're going to have that stuff, but go ahead and show that vacuum, the air. Yeah. The pour. Yeah.
Yeah. I was already on it. I'm like, look at this.
Electric one on the right. Yeah. Is that one?
Isn't that? But it's got to come with the storage base.
Yeah, there was without and with. It's only a couple dollars more. The storage base does keep it cleaner.
What I really like, you guys, is those of us that are not wine connoisseurs, I'm still learning. Having all of these little things in here gave me ideas on what to write about. And that is so cool looking. It just looks so futuristic and modern. I just like it. It's already going in my cart. So.
Yep. Now scroll up. I don't know if she's on here, but there's a model CP31 number 6. Item number 6, I think, is really important for like the Deannas of the world.
Oh, Deanna's here.
Deanna, I read number 6. I think, that they know how to keep you, like, it'll be easy, right? 30 bottles on 4 batteries.
D, we got you covered.
we guys, these are, and we can add to this, right? But this, so you guys realize, it's our store. We're going to be doing worldwide shipping, growing all that stuff out as we go. But these are things that people buy, people don't know about. This right here, and we're going to be tying it to our wines. So it's a great direction. But I wanted you guys to just see this and realize it's not just one new addition. It's a whole, it's an aspect that's happening now. We've got incredible people that know how to source and deal with shipping and products, but instead of putting them on an Amazon, they're putting them into RRR247 to market. And because of the relationships, they can't shave our commissions. I don't know if you guys understand how big that is, but I'm going to tell you, as a marketer for doing this for decades, I'm solving the biggest problem I've ever had is building up and having them, walk away because we did all the work and built their brand. We're building our brands. It's a new frontier. And we're going to spread this wealth with all the members here and get out there and get growing and just dominate the right way. We're going to help small businesses in massive, massive ways. We're all small businesses, by the way. So that being said, back to you, Niall. You've got some great guests, and let's get them on.
Yeah, I just need to see you do one of these, though. How fabulous and beautiful stuff, and we get to do it.
And there's
Man,
room for
tonight-
expansion.
And there's room for lots of expansion. And it's just going to keep getting better all the time. And like I said, you never miss a Tuesday night call because you never know what's going to happen. And now you guys all know exactly what I was talking about 20 minutes ago. And just, what he brings to the table, what they bring to the table, and the people all over the planet bring to them to put at the table. It's just a fantastic thing to be a part of. So that's why they built the organization they have. That's why we're growing as fast as we're growing. That's why we're all having so much fun. But a lot of great things happen inside this company for you new people. As you get started and you learn how to modify your PBS and how to market, drive traffic to it, and get the commissions through Cash Network and our great anchor offers and everything that we have, and you decide one day that I really like what I'm doing, you've done a great job, you want to teach other people how to do what you do, and you want to move up and become an instructor, and then start contacting a lot of other students through Rory and Tanya's sources and the marketing and the things that they bring to the table for you. There's an unbelievable amount of people waiting to be contacted. There isn't enough instructors to call how many people are out there waiting for an instructor to contact them. So when you're ready to come up and be an instructor, we welcome you with open arms again. And I think you get a hug this time. I'm not sure. But anyway, you get hugs all along the way. And then you can actually move through different ranks of instructor. As you helping more people, you move up and become a certified system instructor, then a gold system instructor, and a platinum system instructor, then a master system instructor. And there's even one more step that they've created beyond that. That's elite master system instructor, which so many of us have our eyes on already. But all that means is you have built the business, you really understand it, you have the same passion that they're wanting to put into everybody to take this, pay it forward, and build this system and create an unbelievable army of marketing experts that everybody wants to bring their products over and say, Rory, please market my product for me. And that's what's happening here. So when you hit the master system instructor level, that means you got a really good grasp of what we're doing. You really understand the system. You can teach it to other people. You can answer all those questions. You can help other people accomplish what you have done. And you obviously have helped a lot of people already along the way. And you have a commitment to keep building this for the rest of your life. That's what a master senior instructor is. So every master senior instructor, system instructor that you see, master system instructor that you see on any of these calls, you know who they are, where they've been, and what they're doing. But there's a lot of master system instructors that do even more stuff behind the scenes. You already see what Stacy does. She's working close with Rory and Tanya on so many different projects to help them bring more in here that we can take out there and market. There's a lot of people that do stuff behind the scenes that most people don't get to know. And I love introducing these people because I love being a part of, or them being a part of this family, me being a part of that whole family, all of us being a part of that family. I don't know what I'm trying to say. And I got to know this one. Actually, I've known this master system instructor for a lot of years. And it was funny that we came back together through Rory and Tanya, and we're here working on a project again. She's a sweetheart. She does an incredible amount of stuff behind the scenes in Goya on the inbound calls, the customer support, the CRM, and this helps in a plethora of ways. She was teaching classes to help people with extra computer skills and, getting back to the basics of PBS. She just always looking for more ways to help. And I know she has an equal passion to mine and Stacy's, Rory and Tanya's, to not just build an incredible business for herself, but help everybody else she can while protecting this house and doing everything that we can to make this a better place and a safer place and protecting the business that Rory and Tanya have put together. I call her a dear friend, but she's also my peer, even though she's the queen of admin. And I bow to her for everything that she does inside there. And that's Master System Instructor, Miss Linda Horn. Linda, my sister from another mister, you're in there somewhere. Unmute your microphone and let us hear what you got to say.
Thank you, Niall. You, excuse me, you are amazing. First, before I get started, since I didn't have my glass, I just thought that I would put this glass up here. This is my grand crew, Rickard Merlot. This is to Rory and Tanya. I love you too.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know, Niall. I told you I wasn't going to open it, but I couldn't stand it. Anyway, yes, I am here for my passion. A lot of things get away that, you know, you got to get yourself out of that. And I have, thank goodness for Niall. Niall keeps me on the up and up. He has to put a bug in my ear every now and then. I've started to go through manifesting, and I feel absolutely amazing. I'm getting there. I just want to get out of my motherly instincts. It's time to start building and being the head of the household instead of being part of it. So anyway, I do have a passion for this business. I love these people. They're real. This is it. And I do take offense, excuse me, when somebody says something negative. I'm pretty even-tempered, but I will tell you that it just plain ticks me off. I'll just say it nicely. These two, I have been around long enough. It's a pleasure that I finally get to meet Tanya. I didn't know her for the longest time, and I'm just telling you, wow. You guys are missing out if you've never met her. I love Rory to death, and I've met him many times. But when Tanya came out of hiding, I should say, she had a lot of stuff in the back. That meant so much to me as a woman, because she had a different way of looking at things than Rory. And we need that. Every family needs that. So with that being said, I do have a man that is absolutely amazing. He blows me away every day. He works steadily on his leads. He does everything he's supposed to do. He's working on his PBS, which is wonderful, heading for his Google AdSense, building himself, and it's because of his passion. So with that being said, I would like to introduce to you Del Gardner. Del, you can unmute.
Hey, thank you, Linda. And I certainly appreciate, I'm deeply honored to be able to come to you tonight and talk about this incredible business. I hadn't been here that long. I think I started March, and I've been with the state of Texas. I just retired from the state of Texas January 31st, 2021. I had been with them for 23 years as a manager for 21 of the 23 years. And when I retired, I certainly didn't want to come home and look at TV, sit down and just really not do anything, not go to the gym because of this COVID mess and all of that. So I was looking for a way to make money. I was looking for a business that I could operate from my home. And I looked at a lot of places, and they had these places where you had to pay $5,000 here or a whole lot of money there. And certainly I didn't have that kind of money to spend on just on some type of business. And so I happened to go on the computer one day, and I saw this ad that it said the top 3 businesses in the country, work from home businesses. And I'm like, wow, that caught my attention. So I read all 3 of them, and it was being endorsed by CNN, MSNBC, Fox, and all these different stations and stuff. I said, it must be something to this. So I continued to read, and all of these companies said that they recommended the #1 business. more than any one of the other ones. So I went in, I read it again. I said, I think I like this. So I started the process and I didn't finish. I got sidetracked. And I was gonna get back to it, but I mean, I've had a lot of stuff going on. And all of a sudden I get this call from this lady named Linda Horn. I'm like, I don't know a Linda Horn. And so she said, well, you went online and looked at our business, making money at home, and just thought we'd give you a call to offer support or answer any of your questions. And I'm like, well, yeah, I was excited when I saw it. It's just that I got a little sidetracked and was going to come back to it a little later. And then she said something about, and Rory has paid your lifetime membership. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, okay. So, and I said, well, what do I need to do next? And she let me know what I needed to do next. And I immediately did it. And I'll tell you what, I am deeply honored to be a part of this organization. It's been one of the most awesome organizations. And certainly I worked for many corporate, I worked for 7-Eleven stores as a buyer back in the 90s, you know, with $52 million budget with 450 stores, 13 product categories in 7-Eleven stores. I've done it. And to come here to see this organization that provides you a website that you don't have to build and then supports you after you got it. My youngest son is 28 years old, 29 years, he just turned 29. And he is literally an IT genius. I got him my Adobe Photoshop when he was 14 years old. And he mastered. To watch him now, it just blows me away to see how well he's manifested and learned this program. And he has his own business and he does very well with it. And I showed him the website. I said, Stephen, I said, how much would it cost me to have a website like this, have someone design it for me, and update it, manage it, keep it up? How much would it cost me? He said, Dad, that would cost you thousands of dollars. He builds websites. He said, thousands of dollars. Are you kidding? And when I told him what I paid to start this business, he couldn't hardly believe it. And I tell you what, I'm flat excited about it. I'm a very principled type of guy. I grew up in a very strong family. I love my father dearly. You know, he died when he was 94 years old, my mother, 95. And just incredible people who taught me so many things in life that prepared me to be very successful with the state of Texas. I didn't really have to look for anything when I retired, but I got big dreams. I have huge goals and nothing that literally a job could produce. So when I saw this, I'm still pinching myself like Niall said. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Every time I go to a training, I don't have to pay for it. Every time, you know, I log into Zoom or something like that, and Rory's point is hard out to us. How many CEOs do that? You just don't see it in the industry. You don't see it. And I can remember we had a training one time, and I'm gonna make it short because I know I don't have much time, but Rory was talking to this gentleman who was a multimillionaire that had retired, that had a big dream to help people throughout the world. And I watched Rory. I watched how excited he was with this gentleman talking. And the training, it went longer and longer. We almost kind of missed the training. But I'm like, this guy really means this. He is serious. And I saw that even deepened my commitment level here. And just to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm a firm believer in setting goals. You have to decide what you want. You got to give up something. And I learned that very quickly. You got to give up something, whether it's time or something. You got to give up something if you want to gain something. If you want to invest, you have to give up money to invest it. And then you have to plan. You have to plan your day, and then you have to work the plan. And I've been doing that for a long time. You have to be consistent. You have to be persistent. And I've learned that. And you have to be able to overcome your fear. And I guess one of my fears, and I'll admit it, was all of these different boards and calling all of these different people. But you know what? I remember what Ralph Waldo Emerson said. Do the thing that you fear, and the death of fear is certain. I attack everything that I fear. And I don't look back. And the more you do it, you can rename it practice. You look at sports figures, you look at Michael Jordan, you look at Tiger Woods. The game wasn't the big deal. It was what they did before and what they did after the game that prepared them for that epic moment, the game. And so, every day I think about it. I'm so excited about this business. I spend 5 to 7 hours a day doing it. And now I've gotten into the calls and I love it. I spend at least 4 to 5 or 6 hours a day calling people. I usually call 20 to 30 calls a day. And I understand that I may not be having a lot of great success right now, but it's like dirt. A lot of times people don't understand dirt. They think it's dirty. But without dirt, you have no plants. You have no fruit. You have no vegetables. You have no trees. So what do? You plant all of those things. You plant seeds and you get a crop. I can't grow it. I plant it, but I can't grow it. Who grows it? God grows it. So I can talk to 150 people. I may not get but 1 or 2 out of that 150, but something is coming later and greater. Because when you plant those seeds, you're going to get a crop. And in the Bible, it says, what is the seed? The word. So every day, I'm a winner. I'm determined. Every day, I'm getting better and better. I'm strong. I'm growing my business. People are coming into my business. You don't determine the timing of it. God determines the timing of it. But if you do it, you will get a crop from those seeds that you plant. And that's why I do 20 to 30 every day. And I will continue to do 20 to 30 every day. And I'm getting better and better. And I deeply thank Rory and Tanya for what they've done. I think Saturday was just epic. And I don't know, that was just incredible. I mean, that was the ultimate epic wine and dine. And I felt so proud to be a part of this organization. Sitting there watching that. I mean, just incredible. I'd love to duplicate it, and I will. And I'm just proud to be a part of the organization. And I thank you guys for having the dream and spreading that dream to others, people that may not have been able to do what we do in this organization. So thank you. And I love you guys.
Gosh, love you too, Del. You can just keep going. I'm just like, this is just awesome. And I'm going to just point out just a couple of things. One, you have a really cool painting in your office there. Okay.
Too.
Yeah,
Lion?
I'm the lion guy. I love that.
I love lions too.
And Linda, you know this, but you came off what's called our SD leads, and we figured out, just like you're talking about, how there's a lot of things that endorse us. We've been doing this for a long time, and it sounds good and you got distracted, but that's why we call people and work the SD leads. So if you guys aren't, those of you that are instructors and you have access to the SD leads, we get people like Del. That's why we do this. And, you liked it, you wanted to go that direction, God's timing is God's timing, and planting those seeds and getting that out there. And that's why we teach the patient process and do all that. But, Linda, can you imagine if you didn't work that day? Like, look, you could have missed out on Del.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why consistency is everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
And I you guys, that's, what we're doing is, we're building this entire vision of, we want to help 1 million homes, and we'll go past that, I know, but 1 million homes and teach them how to do this. But we're also tying in the right products and services to market. We're taking e-commerce and sharing it with the people, not big companies, not big corporates, right? We're running this and growing this, and we've got incredible things to market, and new things are coming all the time. But you guys learn the art of performance blogging. And again, I want to just stress this: Saturday, Stacy's going to show you how to, here's a page, here's how to deploy it, here's how to market it, here's how to cross market it. Saturday trainings. All right. I'll put another little, I'll put another. I'm gonna pat her on the back, you guys. Tanya did that spread Saturday, and for the wine training, we've got some magic happening. If you look back how long we've been here, right? Some of you have been here for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, right? Look where we have come. And I think our credibility speaks for itself when I keep telling you there's more coming. You guys know I'm not kidding now, right? You guys know there's no joke there. There's more coming. And it's just getting better and better and better. And Dale, I can't wait to see your team grow. I know you got that awesome compassion and the right type of leadership we need. And we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. All right, Tanya, it's 8:02. We're gonna end right on time, sort of. And
Thank you, Dell, for sharing your story. Because you are who we love, and we want to help, and you're real. And I see your success. I see your hard work, and I know you're just going to be amazing. But the thing is that you touched my heart so much. So I just wanted to say, God bless you and thank you, and keep you. So thank you, Dell.
I want to thank Dell also before we go. But Rory, now you know why whenever he gets on a call that I'm on, I have him keep his camera off, because he's good looking and amazing, right? Keep his camera off. But he's an amazing person. Dell, I want you to start saying something, just repeating it every single day. I am an MSI. I'm helping them take this to the next universe. It just isn't official yet, because that's what I see in you.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah, you're amazing, Linda. You just you know how much we love you, Linda. Thanks for you always sharing and doing what you do, but thank you for bringing him on tonight too.
Yes, thanks for that.
He's real. He's real.
When Teddy and I hear this, these are when we have a hard time and we're like, why do we do this? We're like, battling things. It's like you, Dell. We just, that's why we keep pushing, right? And I know the same, Linda. We get some students that don't quite see it and grasp it, but the ones that do, that's why we show up. And it's getting bigger and bigger. All right, 1 and 9 tomorrow.
Dell wanted to let him say.
Oh, go ahead.
I just wanted to say one last thing, and I'll tell you what, Linda is awesome. I mean, I needed to have her type of personality with me at first. I've been a manager, and I sometimes was pretty tough as a manager. And she's so compassionate and patient that I've learned a lot from Linda. And I tell you what, I'm delighted to have her as my instructor as well as my MSI. I think she's done an incredible job, and her organization loves her, and I do too. But she's phenomenal, and I thank her for calling me that day and providing me that opportunity to be a part of this.
Gosh, I love this.
Thanks, you.
Dale.
Thank you.
All right. God bless everyone. See you on 1 and 9, and then training Thursday. Oh, Thursday, Dr. Sabari's on the vellavita.live an hour before the training on Thursday. So it's 5 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Mountain, 7 Central, 8 Eastern on bellavita.live. Dr. Sabari is the bomb. Okay. And I know we have some people that had some questions. Hopefully we got those over there, but he'll be live on Thursday. Any last minute questions? We might be too late, but let's submit them, that we can have them for the next time. You guys, Dr. Sabari has really helped Tanya and I with things and how to use a product right. That guy knows his stuff. See you guys on that call. That's Thursday. And then again, training on Saturday, and Stacy will make sure you guys know how to implement our cork spin direction. And God bless. See you guys later.